right, hello everybody. Riley here with the T Storm Chasers, back here for another weather video. Let's go ahead and jump in here. We take a look at the current radar picture, and as you can see, we're not having any snow or rain currently. It's pretty clear out there. It's just cloudy. We have cloudy conditions across our region. Temperatures are in the 30s across much of the area. We got 30 in Sioux Falls, we got 34 in Yankton, 34 as well in Sioux City, 32 in Spencer, 30 in Fairmont, 30 in the cities. It is a little bit warmer down in Iowa, where we got temps in the 30s and 40s, 43 in Des Moines, 43 in Cedar Rapids, 39 in Omaha. We do have temps in the 30s and 40s in Nebraska as well, 37 in North Platte, 37 in Grand Island. Out in western South Dakota, temps are in the low 30s, 32 in Rapid City. And we do have this that we want to talk about. We do have a winter storm warning for portions of the Black Hills that is in effect here until the 11th at 6 a.m. So that is Wednesday morning that this will go out until, again, Wednesday morning is when this goes out until. This is a winter storm warning. It does include the Spearfish area, Lead, Deadwood, into Wyoming, Sundance, Wyoming. So those areas, and let's see what it says on here. Heavy snow of 4 to 9 inches of snow possible, with winds gusting up to 40 miles per hour for these areas. And again, it says plan on slippery road conditions. Hazardous conditions could impact Monday evening and Tuesday morning commutes. Expect a lull in snowfall this afternoon and evening before snow picks back up overnight tonight into Tuesday. If you must travel, keep an extra flashlight, food, and water in your vehicle in case of an emergency. The latest road conditions for the state you are calling from can be obtained by calling 511. So that is the latest there on that winter storm warning. Again, if you're watching us from the Black Hills area, again, we do have that winter storm warning that is in effect. Let's go ahead and jump into our models here to give you guys an idea of what to expect here. All right, so let's go ahead and show you guys a look here ahead at the future scan outlook here. And let's go ahead and run it out. And we got some snow showers kind of hanging around the area. But more specifically in western South Dakota, out near the Black Hills region. Again, that's the area we're focused on here the most with this snow over the next 48 hours. And you can see those snow showers in western South Dakota continue to push southeast. Now, eventually here, by tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours, it'll be more focused towards central and eastern South Dakota into Nebraska. Some of this will impact the Sioux Falls area tomorrow evening, so did want to mention that Sioux Falls tomorrow evening will be in on some of this snow. So, and then it'll clear out overnight into Wednesday morning. By Wednesday morning, the snow will be out of our region. Won't have to worry about it anymore. But over the next 48 hours here, as you can see, again, it starts out in western South Dakota, and then eventually central South Dakota, and then eventually into southeastern South Dakota, and I should say eastern South Dakota into eastern Nebraska. Does include the Sioux Falls area tomorrow evening on that snow. So now let's go ahead and look at a longer range forecast for this snow and for the snow chances. Let's see what this shows here over the next several days. Running this out, so Wednesday looks calmer. Thursday, there might be another hit of some snow showers across western South Dakota into north central Nebraska, and maybe clipping southeastern South Dakota a little bit Thursday afternoon. And then that'll clear out, and then we'll watch the next system come in. As you can see there, by Friday, there's another system coming from the south, from Nebraska and Iowa, that will be impacting southeastern South Dakota into Iowa and eastern Nebraska there. It does include the Sioux Falls area. Now, again, that's for Iowa and southern Minnesota there. By Friday night, and then into Saturday, that'll clear out, and Saturday looks clear. Now, another system comes in Saturday night into Sunday morning out in western South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana. And as you can see there, another hit of snow out west with that low pressure system over us. And that will push east towards north central South Dakota by Sunday afternoon into the Aberdeen area, and then that will clear out and move its way into northern Minnesota. And then for Monday, it'll be another clear day. And then we watch our next system come in on Tuesday. And as you can see there, so basically the moral of the story here is basically, every couple days we're going to see, or every other day, there's going to be a chance of some snow across western South Dakota and eastern South Dakota, and just kind of our whole region in general, with chances of snow every couple days here. Here's another one Tuesday night. Central, western South Dakota, and then eventually rolling into eastern South Dakota, Aberdeen area. That one could also very well clip the Sioux Falls area by Wednesday morning of next week. But again, that's over a week out. Take that with a grain of salt at this point. But it is interesting that we will be seeing these chances of snow pop up. So again, the time frames tonight out west, and then into tomorrow across western South Dakota, and then eventually central and eastern South Dakota into Nebraska for tomorrow. And then things will clear out again Wednesday. Thursday, another quick hit. Otherwise, Friday, again, another chance comes in. And then for your weekend, again, looking clear except for out in western South Dakota, another chance of snow. So that is the latest there on that. Now let's go ahead and run these wind chills because it is going to get cold again. Let's go ahead. We're not going to see those bitterly cold wind chills until tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is our next chance of those heavy wind chills back into the the negatives below zero. We got -8 up near the Mulbridge area Tuesday night, as well as near zero across Aberdeen. And the teens will be in the Sioux Falls area, so a little bit warmer but still cold. And single digits out in western South Dakota and central South Dakota. So, and then look at that, -13 in the Eureka area there, and that is bitterly cold. And look it up in Canada. We got -30s, even a -40 for a wind chill up in Canada, just north of the North Dakota border there. That is some bitterly cold air. And look at that, -12 in Aberdeen Wednesday morning. That is your Wednesday morning wind chills. -14 in Watertown, -15 in Mulbridge. That is very, very cold air. And it does reach Sioux Falls, -1 for a wind chill Wednesday morning. And look at that, by Wednesday morning, it continues. -20 for a wind chill in Watertown. That is very cold air. -11 in Sioux Falls. That is bitterly cold air. Be careful. Tuesday night into Wednesday, be careful out there, folks. Also Wednesday night as well. This is going to continue. I mean, it starts tomorrow night through Wednesday into Thursday as well. So Wednesday and Thursday are going to be very, very cold days. And then finally on Friday we catch a break. It gets a little bit warmer, still cold weather, but we're not as bitterly cold as that Arctic blast that we're going to be seeing. We can call this an Arctic blast. This is going to be very cold air coming through. And then after that, things will moderate. But, yeah, just wanted to show you guys that. And then also for the temperatures, let's go ahead and run that here over the next several days. So tonight, overnight lows be in the 20s. And then for your day tomorrow, temps will be in the 20s and 30s across much of the region, near 30 degrees in the Sioux Falls area. And then there's your overnight lows. They're going to get cold. We're going to drop into the single digits across much of eastern South Dakota and northern South Dakota into Minnesota. And then for Wednesday, again, single digits for highs possible across northeastern South Dakota. It'll be near 10 degrees in Sioux Falls. Very cold air. And then Thursday, we'll continue that cold air with temps in the teens there across the Sioux Falls area, eastern South Dakota, and then temps in the 20s across Nebraska, temps in the teens in Iowa as well. It is going to be cold, folks. Brace up for colder weather. If you like cold weather, this is your forecast. Friday, we will start to warm up a little bit with temps back in the 20s. Still cold for this time of the year, but not as cold as that Arctic blast And then for this weekend, we'll warm up a little bit. We'll have temps back in the 30s and 40s across much of the region. And then for Sunday, much of the same. Will be warmer. I think Sunday at this point looks to be the warmest day out of the 10-day, with temps in the 30s and 40s, 36 in Sioux Falls right now for a high, and temps in the 40s out in western South Dakota into Nebraska. And then we'll watch next week. Could be warm again next week, but we'll see. That's still quite a ways out. But that is the latest there. Let's go ahead and wrap this up here with your 10-day outlook here to close this up. All right, and here is your 10-day outlook. And again, for tomorrow, we'll have temps in the low 30s, but it is going to get cold after that. We got overnight lows in the single digits, and then for Wednesday and Thursday, temps will be in the teens. Overnight lows will be below 0, and then after that, we will moderate. Temps will get warmer. We'll have temps in the upper 20s on Friday across the Sioux Falls area. And then for your Saturday, temps will be in the mid to upper 30s. So that's about average or slightly above average for this time of the year. And then for Sunday and Monday, we could see temps back in the 40s with low to mid 40s for highs. And then, in this forecast too, we don't see those percentages of moisture, but we are watching very closely, and there are going to be chances of snow popping up across different portions of the region, western South Dakota, whether it's northern South Dakota, whether it's down in Nebraska, whether it's in Iowa, Minnesota. It's just going to be sporadic throughout the next several days with the snow chances. So that is what we're looking at. And then next week, temps in the 30s looking pretty likely at this point. But yeah, that is the latest here. Be sure to follow us on our social media platforms. We got Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, and the YouTube channel, which behind me here with the 24-hour live stream that continues 7 days a week to give you guys the latest weather information up to date. So that is the latest. Again, continue to follow that winter storm warning out in the Black Hills area, and we'll continue to give you guys updates as we get them. So thank you guys all for watching, and stay safe.